Robin, and where's Bridget? Oh, Bridget. Constable Evans. Oh, oh,
Bill, I'm here for the bill, Chief Deputy. Chief
okay,
Evans.
okay. So you, okay. Chief Deputy, I should have said that.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, balance. Let's balance it out. I don't bite. Yeah, you good. Come on in a little bit closer. Yeah. So we all are good? Am I missing anybody, elected officials, especially from the law enforcement background? Okay. Good morning, everyone. I am KP George of Fort Bend County Judge, and I'm joined by so many people behind me that explain it is a very special day in Fort Bend County. And we came a long way. I remember almost 4 years ago when I came into office, we started talking about this day. And it took a while to get here, but we are here. And thank you for joining us today as we unveil our new body-worn camera system. This has been a long time waiting, as I mentioned before. Again, I will reiterate saying that this is a special day in Fort Bend County. I wanted to thank a number of people coming from law enforcement background, especially elected officials, joining me on this podium. I will start with our first law enforcement office elected official is Eric Fagan, Fort Bend County Sheriff, Brian Middleton, District Attorney, Bridget Smith-Lawson, County Attorney, Precinct 4 Commissioner Candy Merchant, Precinct 1 Commissioner Vincent Morales, and I expect Precinct 3 Commissioner Andy Myers to join us. He said he will be joining us. Maybe I'm hoping he's on his way. And obviously, today is when we talk about body cam, technology is part of all of it, maybe. And I'm joined by Robin Doherty, Fort Bend County Director of Information Technology, and also we have, who else? Mark Flathouse, Office of Emergency Management, and also Fire Marshal in Fort Bend County, and plus, of course, Constable Beard. Am I missing anybody? Of course, representing Precinct 3 Constable, Jimmy Evans. Yes, sir. Okay, I still don't understand all this ranking and all. I'm still learning. So forgive me with that. But I just wanted to say, thank you for joining all media and everybody. Thank you for joining us. In May of last year, the county commissioners and I unanimously approved a new body cam policy, which was created to serve a uniform guideline for different law enforcement agencies in Fort Bend County. And a committee was formed in October to help craft a countywide policy. And after this, Commissioners Court approved it. And we have noticed that there is all law enforcement officers in Fort Bend County was following some kind of policies, but there was small differences. So we wanted to bring everything under one document that was the policy was approved by Commissioners Court. This policy, as you all know, meant to address the need of law enforcement in Fort Bend County and the concerns of the residents who they police. by having clear guidelines regarding body-worn cameras. It is about transparency, and ultimately, the goal of this policy is meant to improve the officer safety, public transparency, and accountability. The agreement is actually was approved on November 23rd of 2021, a couple of months ago. 658 body cam to outfit our Fort Bend County law enforcement agencies. 441 of them will be allocated to Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office. 424 the fleet cams for the law enforcement vehicles, and also 597 tasers. As the team start receiving equipments, they will outfit Sheriff's Office first, and we plan to outfit 50% of Fort Bend County Sheriff's Patrol equipped with these new equipments within next 6 to 8 weeks. At this point, once again, I repeat, and I'm literally honored to be joined by all these people you see here with us, and we all are coming together with same goals: transparency with our citizens, safety of us, our officers who are patrolling the street. And this is the bottom line goal we are looking to accomplish, and I'm so glad we came this far. And I will ask Fort Bend County Sheriff Eric Fagan to say a few words about this particular thing we are celebrating here today, and also the importance of the thing we are doing here, how it's going to impact his agency. Sheriff Fagan.
Thank you, Judge. When I first started to run for office of Fort Bend County Sheriff, this was one of my campaign promises, to bring body-worn cameras here to Fort Bend County and to our sheriff's office. This couldn't have been done without the collaboration of several law enforcement agencies here, and some of the chiefs and constables are standing here with me. So we work together collaboratively for the people of Fort Bend County, for your safety, and also for our officers' safety. Our officer safety is important and paramount, and public transparency and trust is important and paramount. And these body-worn cameras is gonna accomplish that by making accountability. Look, some situations you have in law enforcement, it's not all the time cordial, and you have different versions of the incident. Well, with these body-worn cameras, we can see what actually happened. This would save time, save money, and most importantly, may even save lives with these tasers. These new tasers are double-shot tasers, not like the old ones with just one shot. Also, these tasers have the switch to the side on it where we can cut off the current if the suspect is complying. We don't have to tase that person for a solid 45 seconds. We can shut the power off if the suspect is complying. Or if he re-engaged, we can also recharge it by pushing the button. So I couldn't be here today without the collaboration of all law enforcement agencies, the county commissioners and the county judge, and also the DA Brian Middleton and Bridget Lawson, all of us coming together and looking for the best product out there, and we found it with Exxon. We should have all the cameras here sometime next week. It's a 6 to 8 week, 50% of those cameras will be out on the street with my sheriff deputies. So again, thank you. Thank you for your trust in us, and always, please stay safe and take care of one another. God bless.
Thank you, Sheriff. We started this conversation together with our district attorney, Brian Middleton, maybe when we came into office in 2019, January. And so we are here today. And I will invite you to say a few words about today and what we are doing here, and the significance of it, please.
Thank you, Judge. And the first thing I want to say, for all the people that have been contacting me in my office asking when we're going to get body-worn cameras in Fort Bend County, you can stop. Mission accomplished. I will say this, it took a lot of effort, and it took everyone up here on this podium to accomplish that. But, you know, scientists will tell you that people behave differently when they're being watched. And so now that we have these body-worn cameras, one of the greatest things for a district attorney is that we're gonna have stronger cases, right? Just like the sheriff said, we don't have to rely on eyewitness testimony. We'll have an actual recording. You can see what happened. But also the people involved will have greater accountability because they know their actions are being recorded and they will be held accountable for it. So that applies to our police officers and to the general public. So I am glad that we finally reached this point, and I think this effort will improve public trust in law enforcement and help us move forward together and build stronger cases so we can continue to keep our community safe. Thank you.
Brian, I'm glad you're not entertaining any more call about when we are going to get the body cam. And so thank you, that's actually a good thing. And of course, this is all, once again, all elected officials coming together. And you know, it is so important because everybody on the same page and working towards a common goal. This is a good example of it. And in that process, Fort Bend County Attorney, Bridget Smith-Lawson is also played an integral part. I will invite Bridget to say a few words.
Thank you, Judge. This is indeed a great morning for Fort Bend County. We are moving forward. We are moving in a manner that's strong, that's cohesive, and that sends a message of transparency to our community and also responsibility to law enforcement. My office represents the county when we are sued for excessive force incidences out in the public. So having the body-worn camera will allow us to be able to look at what happened out on the street at the time that it occurred to make true assessments about the case, whether we need to formulate defenses or if we need to settle because someone has done something wrong. And this also gives us an opportunity, too, to make recommendations to our law enforcement brothers and sisters as it relates to training. This is what Fort Bend needs right now. In light of all of the police shootings and the need for accountability of those who have done our law enforcement agencies wrong, we need this piece of evidence, body-worn camera evidence, on the spot at the time the events occur, so that not only can the criminal prosecution be enhanced, but also the civil litigation that results from these actions also be enhanced, whether it's, again, formulating stronger defenses or indeed settling with families that have been done wrong. So I am happy, I'm grateful to have had a part in this. This is, again, a wonderful day for Fort Bend County, and congratulations to all of our law enforcement agencies. You are that much more equipped out there on the street in protecting our lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Bridget. And you all know that without Commissioners Court support and approval, nothing will happen in Fort Bend County or in any counties in the state of Texas. So the commissioners and Commissioners Court members are an integral part of this discussion today we are having. And we unanimously approved this. That means everybody agree the need of what we are talking here today. And I will invite Precinct 1 Commissioner, Commissioner Vincent Morales to say a few words.
Well, thank you, Judge. You've heard from the judge, you've heard from county attorney, the DA, and of course the sheriff, the benefit of expanding this body cam program. Commissioners Court, as the judge said, supported this because it will keep our officers safe and it will also keep you as Fort Bend residents safe because of the information that they will get that will be able to determine what needs to go forward on solving the crime or the issue at hand. So I am very pleased that Commissioners Court unanimously approved this with the collaboration of working with all the agencies within the county. So again, thank you all and God bless.
Thank you, Commissioner Morales, and I will invite Precinct 4 Commissioner Kendi Merchant. Please come forward.
Yes, good morning, everyone. I'm happy to say that, I guess, like the judge, when I came into office in 2019, I was surprised that neither sheriff or constables had body cameras at the time. And I set about to make sure that we headed in that direction and found the funding for Constable 4 deputies to be all outfitted with body cameras back in 2019, and basically became a pilot project for what is happening now. And I'm happy to be on the Commissioner's Court that approved this. Body cameras are a must-have these days, and now we have that. So thank you, everybody, for coming out, and God bless.
Thank you, Commissioner. And of course, we are joined by numerous constables. They are also part of this discussion. I will invite a constable, please come forward and say how it is important, how it is going to help your agency.
Good morning, everyone. Thank y'all for being here. As a judge, commissioner, county attorney, district attorney said, it's about transparency. When I took office in 2017, I was fortunate enough to come into a position that we did have body cameras at Precinct 1 constables at that time. And again, it's about transparency. I'm looking forward to the new cameras and getting them to my officers on the street. But again, it's about transparency for officers and the public, and I appreciate everything the Commissioner's Court did to get these body cameras for all law enforcement officers in Fort Bend County. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Constable. I will invite one more constable is represented here, Mr. Evans.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Chief Deputy Jimmy Evans from the Bill Shikes office, Fort Bend County Precinct 3. We're currently using body cams, like Commissioner DeMerchant said earlier, that was funded a couple of years ago. And I must say that it has been a joy, and it has saved us in a couple of instances where we've had pursuits and we used force. And thanks that we did have the body cams. Any questions about what occurred, we had those body cams. We are delighted to be a part of this collaborative team in bringing out these body cams, and we think it'll be an excellent idea for transparency for the community and for the safety of the officers. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. This contract or this agreement is a next 10-year. This is a 10-year agreement with a cost of more than $22 million. And obviously, technology is all about, we are talking, everything is about technology. And I will invite our IT director, Robin Doherty, to explain how those things are going to work and little details. Please go ahead.
Good morning. So when we were looking at body-worn cameras and digital evidence management system, we wanted to make sure that we found a company that was compatible with the county, that was able to meet our needs and meet the needs of our law enforcement agencies. So from a technology perspective, we wanted a centralized network that was standardized across all of the agencies. And we found Axon to be one of the most technologically advanced companies out there. We partner with them on, as the judge mentioned, on a 10-year agreement with the ability to upgrade. So that means that it's kind of similar to a cell phone, where you get the upgrade, except this is at no additional cost. Our body cams are going to be upgraded every 30 months, and then our actual devices are going to be refreshed about every 5 years. Additional, some of the technology benefits that we have, those include the evidence.com. And so certain actions that are going to be automatically recorded are going to be stored on evidence.com, and each agency will have their own separate account, which means that the sheriff's office, even within the sheriff's office, there are separate divisions, and each division will have their own separate account, separate from the constable, separate from the district attorney, and so forth. Each of those videos will also be encrypted as well. And it will be easy for them to share with different agencies. So if they need to be able to share video with the district attorney's office, they will have that capability. For us as well, from an IT perspective, it is great to have this as a cloud-based solution. Storage is expensive, and so for us to be able to maintain that on site, it is easier for us to be able to do that with it being hosted with Axon. Another benefit that we have is the video quality. So right now, the Axon has the ability for low light visibility, which renders excellent video quality. And then we also have 4 built-in microphones in each of the body cameras. So it also has noise cancellation features as well. Additionally, there's built-in GPS in each of the body cameras. So each law enforcement agency will be able to, once that recording starts, they will be able to find where their officer is, their exact location. Another added benefit is the virtual reality training that is offered. So Axon offers this training, and you'll have an opportunity to see it later today as well. But with that, the officers will be able to engage in different scenarios, real life scenarios. So, thank you.
Thank you, Robin. And I tell you this, after George Floyd death, me and my daughter was talking about how we can engage our youth, and she felt like, injustice was happened, and what do we do about it? And that's where our office started talking about, we need to bring our young people to this discussion. And everything we do here today or even beyond is all about our young people. And so we started a leadership program that summer and brought a number of vibrant young people from our community so that they could come up and with ideas, and we divided them into different segments, different groups, and we actually gave them 1 or 2 mentors and said, go and find your issue you like to deal with, or let's talk about, do research and come up with solutions. And one of the teams selected body cam. And so they did an amazing job, and when they presented their work, and I invited a number of our constables and law enforcement officers, they said, man, you know what? I'm excited about the future because these young people can make a big difference. And so we are joined here today with a number of people here. Part of that discussion, I will ask the lead in that. Please come and talk about what did you do? What was the reason why you selected this body cam as a subject? And please go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. On behalf of Group 3 for the Fort Bend Youth Leadership Group, I'm just happy here to present the work of the students who were part of that. I just kind of helped lead and guide the way. They immediately came up with their topic in light of all of the social events taking place during the summer of 2020. They immediately said, we want standard operating procedures for body cameras, and we want both our officers to feel protected, but we also want accountability and transparency. And so it was amazing to sit back and watch a team of almost a dozen young people in our community, mostly students here in our Fort Bend community, to come up with those ideas on their own and really to engage in the research. When they presented their presentation to Judge and the officers, it was amazing to see just how much detail and work they put into it. We have 2 members here from my Group 3 who were able to make it today. We have Michael Nguyen and Lilia Mitra, who were leads in the group, and they were instrumental in really putting the plan together, and we're just happy to see their work come to light. This is the purpose of empowering our students, so that way we know that as young people, they are guiding us into the future, and the decisions that they make will ultimately impact us all years down the road. So I thank them for their hard work and staying committed and on top of this for the past few years, and thank you for letting me lead you.
Thank you, Chastity. That is absolutely good, and you work and you have other stuff to do, but you took the time to invest in our young people, and they came up with an amazing presentation. And people who haven't watched it, I encourage you to watch. This happened almost 2 years ago. And so they're talking about the same thing today, what is happening here. And so again, this technology will allow us to provide law enforcement with surveillance, tools to promote officer safety, efficiency, and prevent crime. This public supporting the public is supporting very, very supportive, I should say, of this technology. And to discuss more details, I will invite the agency who is helping us with this is Axon Enterprises. I will invite Pat Murphy to come forward and explain a little bit in detail what we are talking here. Right? Yeah. Yeah, please come up. Yeah.
Thank you, Judge. So my name is Sydney Sigmith. I'm with Axon, and then I'm going to have Pat Murphy speak in a few minutes. So first of all, it's a privilege to be here with you all today. Axon's mission has been to protect life for the last 28 years. We started with taser devices and then expanded into body cameras, software, and training, including the virtual reality training that Robin mentioned you're going to see a little bit later today. We are absolutely thrilled to be partnering with you all and your deputies on really are the deputies who strive to increase transparency and build that trust within your community. And at Axon, we are committed to providing the most cutting-edge technology to help you deliver on that and also help you protect lives and protect your community. And with that, I'll have Pat kind of talk about some of the technology that we're going to show today. Thank you.
Thank you, Sydney. Thank you, Judge. My name is Pat Murphy. I'm the National Accounts Executive for Axon. And I'll echo what Sydney said. We are really, really thrilled about this partnership with Fort Bend. Fort Bend is now one of the largest counties in Texas to go all in on our technology solution, our ecosystem, which we call the Officer Safety Plan. They're also one of the first agencies, departments in Texas to roll out our virtual reality training. And what this Officer Safety Plan entails is a lot more than just the body-worn cameras. And what that means to the community is that the likelihood that everyone gets home safe at the end of the day is greater. It really is. What we're going to show you today is some of the new technology. We have the new Taser 7. This is the latest, greatest Taser. We built this to be a far more effective device with a substantial emphasis on de-escalation. If we can de-escalate a situation without having to use force, that's always our best outcome. So we'll demonstrate the Taser 7. Virtual reality, we believe this is 21st century technology. And we believe in 5 to 10 years, every police force in the United States will be using virtual reality. We're starting to see it in many, many organizations, hospitals, Navy SEALs, et cetera. Policing is just the natural next step. We're going to show you the body-worn cameras, of course, which now has live streaming and GPS for situational awareness. But the real kind of mothership of our ecosystem is evidence.com. So we're going to show you the back end of evidence.com where we can ingest data, manage data, retrieve it when we need it, and share it, which is just critical to making all these pieces work. And then we'll take you outside if weather permits, and we'll show you the Axon Fleet in-car system, which is AI-powered with ALPR, so we can gather more license plates. So really appreciate everyone's time and look forward to seeing you out at the demos. Judge, thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for all the good work. And I just wanted to tell you, I don't know, you all feel this because when you woke up this morning, it is a little chilly. And it is going to be here for a couple of days. It's not going away. And I remember moving from New York to Houston. I always say I didn't come here to live in a cold weather. And but it is what it is. And so we definitely, the Office of Emergency Management wanted to give a brief update on what to expect next 24, 48, 72 hours. And so I will invite our OEM coordinator or OEM manager, Mark Flathouse, to give a brief update on how to prepare and how to deal with this cold weather situation we are in right now. Mark?
Thank you, Judge. Two things. I wear two hats and two jobs here, basically. First is fire marshal. As one of the law enforcement agencies here, I want to say thank you to the leadership and partnerships that took place. Leadership of the elected officials coming together, working for us as a law enforcement, as the only non-elected law enforcement agency. I can't say thank you enough. And then the partnerships with the sheriff and the constables working together on this for what's much needed for Fort Bend County. My other hat is the emergency management coordinator for Homeland Security and Emergency Management. We got some cold spells coming in the next 48 hours. Make sure that you keep in touch with the correct information, our websites, our social media, especially between the judges and ours. We're going to be pushing information out. Take care of yourself out there, stay warm, take care of those pets, and all of our information will be pushed out on social media and on our websites. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. At this point, if you have any question, we will conclude here. If you have any question, we will entertain it. Few questions.
Hey, Judge, I know that funding, especially for storage, was a big issue. I talked to former Sheriff Joynels, who had been pushing for this while he was in office. He said that paying for storage was the issue. I know you announced a $22 million 10-year contract. Can you tell us where you were able to find the money and how that will be actually funded?
So it's, that's specifically where we, the Commissioners Court approved this because it's part of the budget. In the past, whatever happened in the past is past, but we need to move forward. And that's the reason why we find the money and approved it and move forward, and this is going to be part of the budget moving forward. And so then the next is we will have demonstrations of our body-worn cameras, tasers, fleet vehicles, as Sir, you mentioned, if weather permits, and I will let Sydney direct all of us to please lead us what we need to do and demonstrate your equipments today. Thank you for coming, and I appreciate each and every one, and especially elected officials, our young people, and all of you being here. And it is a celebration day for the safety and security of our citizens and our officers, so it's a good day in Fort Bend County. Thank you.